Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Hope you're doing absolutely fine. The interview season is on, and most of the interviews are happening. In fact, all interviews are happening virtually. So, are these interviews similar to the ones we used to have earlier, like face to face? Definitely not. There are a lot of things which we need to take care when going for a virtual interview. So, in today's video, we will be talking about those key things which we must ensure before sitting for an interview. But before that, please subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon to stay updated. Let us know in comment section below when was your last virtual interview and when are you planning to go for your next interview. So, as I always say, let's get started. Welcome back, guys. So, as we already discussed, that virtual interviews are something which are on a spree, and when it comes to attending these interviews, there are certain things which we need to utterly be careful when we are going for these, because when you are attending a face-to-face interview, usually your body language and the way you present yourself, everything is pretty much obvious and pretty much visible. But when it comes to a screen, sitting in front of a screen, it's just the frame where your upper chest portion to your forehead, that is the area that's visible to the interviewer, and that's something not you know um, not sufficient to present your overall persona or to present your overall body language. So in order to ensure that you are being presented, or you are communicated to the interviewer in a proper way, we must ensure a few things which are very small things, but yes, once ensured, definitely helps you in cracking the interview. So the number one point which we are going to discuss today is professional etiquettes. Now, when it comes to professional etiquettes, I do not mean that you need to dress formal and you should wear tie or you should wear a blazer while sitting for an interview. It just means that when it comes to your screen, like, just imagine the interviewer looks at you, right? So there are um, two things specifically that's visible to the interviewer. Number one is you, and number two is your background, right? So don't sit in a place where you have a very flashy background or a very shady background. Sit in a well lit place where at least there is proper light. Secondly, make sure that the dresses you wear are not too informal. It can be a normal t-shirt if it's okay, but yeah, make sure that you are wearing something which is less eye-catchy and more of a sober one, which is so that the focus should be on the interview and not on the t-shirt, right? Same with the background. So make sure that it's always good to have a plain background, because that gives you the absolute visibility from the interviewer side. So that is definitely something which is the best thing to do. So make sure you have it. The next point that we are going to discuss is regarding the devices that we use during the interview. So number one is a laptop or a desktop. So usually a laptop is preferred over a desktop, because you do not want to get cut off from the interview if there is a power cut. So, and India, is a place where there are lots of time we have power cuts, and you don't want it to be a reason for your getting disqualified in the interview. So make sure that you have a laptop. Even if you have a desktop, make sure that you have a UPS connected, so that you have absolute power backup, so and doesn't go off, right? That is something you should ensure. Secondly, you should connect your modem to the UPS as well, so that even if there is a power cut, your internet and your desktop should be intact, and there should not be any disconnection right in the middle. If you're using laptop, then definitely it's easy, right? In case of desktop, make sure that you have a good webcam which is pretty visible, right, where the interviewer is able to see you clearly. It should not be a low quality one which is very hazy, where the image comes very hazy, and at times your answers might be strong, but the person is not able to see you, and that creates a kind of disturbance and doesn't let the interviewer give you the best of decision. Okay, so that is something you should definitely ensure. There is one more thing which I would like to specify over here is regarding the headphones that we use. So I've seen candidates using, big headphones and Bluetooth headphones. My suggestion would be to use a wired headphone, rather wired earphone. That is the best thing which I feel, because when you use that big headphones, your full face is covered by that, and many times the attention goes over there. So it's always good to use a wired earphone. Never use a Bluetooth one, because personally I don't trust. But since it's an interview and it's related to your career and your future, I would suggest use a wired one because it's more reliable. And if you use it, a very small space, I mean, it's not even visible, right? The wire hangs over here and the mouthpiece is over here, so it's very easy, very convenient to actually speak. The person can hear your voice clearly. So that is something pretty good. In terms of Bluetooth headsets, I have seen that many times the voice echoes, and that's not something you would want the interviewer to hear, right? So it doesn't look good. So make sure you have that. There is one more point which I would like to cover under this section is the lighting. Okay, many times at home we don't have appropriate lighting. So there are lots of artificial lights which are available online at a very reasonable cost. I'll put some links in the description box. You can take one of these lights, which can help you have that artificial lighting. You can connect it to your desktop, or you can connect it to your laptop using via the USB, and you can get those lights on your face. And trust me, it really adds a great value, because once your face is visible and you're able to answer questions, it really marks a good impression on the interviewer. The next point that we will be discussing now is regarding the connection. So as I said, that your internet speed, that is something which is very required when it comes to giving an interview. So make sure that you are sitting at a place where you have good internet connectivity, and ensure that whenever you have an interview, just check your internet speed prior to 1 hour or 2 hours, so that you know absolutely are sure that everything is in place and there is not going to be any lag, right, when the interview is happening. So make sure you have that in place. Secondly, if you are using a laptop, charge it properly, right? Charge it beforehand. You do not want to have a low power in the middle, so charge it appropriately. Okay, that is something very much required. It's always advisable to, a lot of interviews have these coding sessions where the person shares his screen, gives you the control, and you have to code. And my suggestion would be always make sure that you test all those things prior to even going into the interview, so that it helps you, gives a good hands on, right? So otherwise it will be all new to you, and I mean, your main focus will get diverted from applying the logic, rather than it will be on understanding how to do it. Okay, so make sure that you have these in place as well. The fourth point is regarding the interview preparation. And when I say preparation, I mean facing the camera. Okay. So many people I've seen are camera shy, and they fear looking at the camera lens, right? Because when you're talking to someone, usually we are so very into looking at the screen that we realize that the person is the person on the other side. He feels as if you're looking below, right? You're looking down. And of course, people are nowadays they know that, yes, I mean, the person is looking down, definitely it's a laptop, and the camera is above and he is looking at the screen. But my suggestion would be, just to so that everything is smooth, my suggestion would be, make sure that when you are giving an interview, look at the camera, because most of the interviews I have seen, the interviewer not switching on his camera, and the candidate switches on the camera. So that's how it is. And so my suggestion would be, look at the lens and try to speak. So you will develop two things. One is, you will never be camera shy. That is number one. Secondly, you will know how to interact in a free way. Okay, so just try to do that. Last point is a very simple point, but yet very important. There are interviews which are very lengthy, where there are case-based questions, when you need to solve something. Okay, so make sure when you are sitting for the interview of such type, so have a water bottle with you, because many times while speaking for a long time, we tend to have that congestion feeling, and it will not look good leaving the seat and going and bringing the bottle. So, or even many a times I've seen candidates, they resist doing that, they try to control themselves, and trust me, no interviewer wants the candidate to be feeling uncomfortable. So every interviewer wants that the candidate should be at ease and should be able to answer it with confidence, right? So in order to ensure that you are giving good interview, make sure you have a water bottle. In case if you want to have some water, tell the interviewer that, like, can you just give me 5 seconds, I'll have a sip of water, right? So, and have it and then come back and give your best. That is something which is most preferred. Have a pen and paper with you, because when it comes to case based questions, you might have to jot down some points when, if it's a lengthy question, if it's a lengthy case which the interviewer is telling you. So you might have to, or maybe at times I've seen, in fact I've faced some interviews where the interviewer has shared his screen and showed me about how it looks, I mean, what is the case and how it has to be solved. So I've done it accordingly. So make sure that you have these small things in place when, before sitting for the interview. Now, these are my few pointers which I wanted to tell you or discuss with you, since now it's the season for interviews, and many people are going for attending these virtual interviews over there, over Microsoft Teams, or it might be Zoom, or it might be Google Meet. So there are so many applications using which we are conducting those interviews, and candidates across globe are attending. So my suggestion would be, take these 5 pointers in place into account, and ensure that you have the best interview whenever you go for it next time. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please connect with us over our website, and if you really want some customized solutions for yourself, we are available over our career consultancy services. Book our slots, and we will be there to help you refine your CV, help you refine your job portal, will help you prepare for the interview, and also will help you overcome that fear whenever it comes to attending an interview. So thank you so much. Catch you up next week. Thank you so much. Bye bye.